Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on the Volkswagen T1 Samba Stage 108 from DeAgostini. And we're getting to where we're putting big parts on. We've got the roof. I forget which stage this was, but this is one of the previous stages. And we're going to be adding the interior to the roof to it. There's a few screws here, so let me go ahead and get package open and we'll start building. Getting closer and closer to this being done, and I'm kind of glad. I like the build. It's had most recently a trouble spot, the front window. Other than that, I have had really no issues with this build. So we got, what are these? These are the unknown screws because they have no label on them. Actually, there is a label. They are BP. Let's see. These should be, since there's 10 of them, these should be the BPO or BP10s. These are BPO4s. So let's go ahead and turn the page and see what we get up to. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is not with this piece. We're going to set that off to the side. I'm going to bring this over. The roof piece that we've had for a while, as well as the rear door. And so the rear door is going to use the BPO4 screws. And to hold it on. So we're also going to need the parts from issue 107, which we did not use. So this is pretty straightforward. You just take the hinge and you attach it right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get one started on each side, one unstarted, and then get the others on there and tighten everything up. There's working on the third screw here. And the fourth screw. And then as soon as I get these tightened down, I will be bringing over the body, which has been a little bit of a pain in the butt here recently. So tighten this all the way down. Same with this one. Do the same here. The reason I stood it up is because it's kind of funky trying to tighten it with that curved roof there in the back. So this, actually it's got some pretty good weight to it. There's the back door. So let me go ahead and set this off to the side here real quick. And we need the body upside down. So let me see if I can roll it over without having things fly everywhere. I've got one door that's flipped open. Of course, we need the body upside down on top of the roof that I just moved away. So let me pull this in here, see if I can get everything to line up. And what it does say is to make sure that the BP10 screws that we're putting in this time, they have to be tightened fully, so that, because they're going to not only hold the van together, but they're also going to pull parts into the correct positions. looking, that one's on there. That looks like everything just fell into place. So let me get the screws over here where I can see them. And there's 10 of them, I think. Oh, 13. The BP10 screws have got a flange on them. So you can see there the flange. There's my screwdriver. I'm going to start back here in the rear corner. And I'm going to do like I normally do. I'm going to get them started first, and then I'll tighten everything down. I'll worry about the ones in the front where the visors are after I get the rest of them done, because that should be pulled in place pretty well, I think. And this should fix the issue I've been having with doors hanging wide open, mainly the front doors. Get this in there. I apologize if my head's getting in the way here. But as much as you want to see, I need to see. And actually, I am going to go ahead and put these 3 in the front in right now. Interesting thing to note while I'm doing this, it's an interesting place to put a screw. I have to put a screw through because the steering wheel. But just a side note, I'm actually building a Samba as a plastic model kit as well. Let me bring it over. It's not completely done, but it's half the size. Kind of enjoying this model. I've got to move that out of there because looking at the sides, especially over here on the side that's towards me, it is not lining up. So let me continue with the kitty corner process. And put them in, getting things locked in. So like this one right here, there we go, that's in where it needs to be. What about this one? That one? Which way does that one? There we go. Pushed it out just a hair and it popped into place. Like I said, all this should tweak all the parts that I've been having problems with, these doors, the front doors not latching. That should take care of that. Magic word, should. One over here. Let me pop this out. Okay, there's that. Push this one over. That should, again, the magic word, I believe that is all the screws. That's going to have them all at least started. Yeah, that should, I keep using that word. That is all the screws. There's one left in the cup that I used to hold them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back the opposite direction of what I just did, or pretty much the opposite. And it's not, I'm not over tightening them. I'm just making sure that they're tight all the way down. I'm actually going to do these ones in the front first. And as I'm putting the screws in from the inside, I'm pushing down or pushing up on the roof from the outside. I was hoping that would latch and keep it in place, but we'll deal with it as it is for right now. Oh, it did latch. Or no, it's not latching, it's just holding in place from tension. I will tell you this is a little bit hard on my arm as I do this for a long period of time. I just realized I didn't do these back ones yet. So you get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera while I go ahead and go around the vehicle and finish tightening all these screws down. Okay, so that's all the screws for this piece, or for the roof. It now wants me, of course, to move it out of the way so that we can put work on the interior of the roof. So now we're going to bring this back over. We're going to open pack 107. I see a part on here in pack 107 actually that on my, we'll call it my baby Samba, the blue one I just had shown. I did not, I installed it, it's popped off. I'm like, I'm not gonna fight with it, so I'm getting rid of it. And that is the rearview mirror. Just looking, okay, that's gonna pop on there. So we take the center console, roof interior, place the air, okay, air extractor is what they call it. And that's probably because of those vents right there. The air extractor is gonna pop on here. Oh, vents in the back here too. It's going to pop on here, and there's two posts. Come on. There's two posts on there. Line up with the lugs on here. It's kind of interesting to try and line these up. You have to line them up a little bit by just trial and error because you can't see the post. But you take two of the screws, the BP04 screws from the outside of the roof, and you just tighten them down to hold this part in place. Then I'm willing to bet the next thing is going to be the visors, and I am correct. And how do they go? Take sound visors, insert the rods in the brackets as indicated. Okay, so there are brackets, pre-installed brackets that you're going to insert the visor into. And you can see there's striations on the peg that are going to hold it in place, hopefully, once you insert it. Is a little bit, there we go. I was going to say it's a little bit iffy because you don't want to snap it out of this piece here. So get it started. Don't know that this one's going to pop like the other one did, but it looks like it is down. And I think that's a good measure that it's all the way in, is if it is flush there. It is a little bit stiff trying to close it down like that. So let's see, take the mirror out of the bag. And let's see. Semicircular, only fitted one way. Ensure assembly is okay. It is a D-shaped hole. They call it semicircular. I call it D-shaped. I'm not sure if you can almost see that, but you know the mirror is going to hang down below peg. So I'm just looking. Just looking at this. Takes a little bit of force to get it in there. And I'm pushing on the back of the here, not on the part up here, because if you push up here, you'll probably snap it. And then this is going to push into those two holes. It's just a push fit. Again, pushing on the back of the part, not on the mirror came off. Pushing on the back of the part, not on the arm. This is a little bit fiddly to get in place. It's going, there we go. Try this again. See if I can get the mirror to pop on here. Which side is flat? Once it's in place, hopefully it'll stay. So there's always a solution to that. First thing is make sure you put your D shape on there the right direction. The other is to get out the handy dandy super glue and just put a very small drop on there. Not sure if I'm going to get anything out of this bottle because it is pretty well sealed up. I think that got it. And it's also pretty much empty. Take the pin vise, put a drop of glue on there. Take this. Put the mirror on there. Make sure it didn't do anything to anything else. And now I'm going to pause while I give this about 10-15 minutes to off gas, maybe hit it with some Instacure, because I don't want this to be in by the windows and fog my windows. I've already had enough problems with those front windows. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, the next step is to bring the body of the van back over and install this. And you can see where the mirror is. It's right between the front windows, and super glue will craze the plastic windows like are in the van. This just kind of pushes down in here, and then there's 4 screws that go into this ceiling. I'll go ahead and do them one at a time and kitty corner like normal, not tightening them down too much before I get all 4 in. And that partially that's for strain. More importantly, it's to make sure that all the screws will actually fit into the part. It's a royal pain if your screws don't line up. So kind of like that right there. This one's not going in, and it doesn't look like it's because it's not lined up. It looks like it's just not getting down there far enough. Okay, that one's in. That one's in. That one's in. I don't know why that door popped open. Make sure this is down everywhere it's supposed to be. That might also be why they left some of these windows wide open so you can still get to them. But that is all there is to do in that stage. Nice. I didn't even catch it that the strap caught the door like it's supposed to. This one is not yet hooked up. Not sure where it's going to go. I think somewhere it's going to go somewhere on the inside, but it will also not swing fully open. But that is all there is to do in that stage. Let me go ahead and see if I can push these doors shut and have them stay shut. And I think part of it's the fact that the doors are hanging upside down, so they're hanging the wrong direction. Once the van is upside right, it should hopefully stay in place. The door should stay shut. If not, a little bit of blue tack or anything like that should be fine. So, like and subscribe. Come on over to Hobby Time Modelers on Facebook, YouTube, and Discord. Links will be in the description. Watch us on Friday night, Sunday afternoons, as well as we have a group of 6 of us that are starting a perfect grade Millennium Falcon build at 7 o'clock Eastern, I believe it was, on 7 o'clock Eastern on Wednesday evenings. Should be pretty interesting to watch. There's going to be 6 people doing a buddy build, so they're all going to be building at the same time for 2 hours every Wednesday night. With that, I'm going to say take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow, and I will see you on the next stream.